All right, you guys, so today we're going to talk about mixed numbers and improper fractions. So first we're going to talk about improper fractions and what improper fractions are. So an improper fraction is a fraction that has the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So this is an improper fraction. So 5/3 is an improper fraction. 2/1 is an improper fraction. 25/6 is an improper fraction. 33/8 is improper fraction. So you notice that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. All right, so that's an improper fraction. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to draw out an improper fraction. That's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at drawing out an improper fraction, okay? So let's draw out an improper fraction that is 4/3. We know it's improper. The numerator is bigger than the denominator. So now we're just going to draw it out. So how we draw this out is we look and see it, think about chocolate bars first because Ms. Brown likes chocolate bars. And we're going to think about, look at the denominator. And we see that how many parts are there? Great, there's 3 equal parts. So 3 equal parts. And then, so I know this represents parts. And my numerator represents how many are shaded. So how many have to be shaded though? Good, 4 has to be shaded. Now, so in order to shade 4, I will shade 1, 2, 3. Then wait, I have to shade 4. So I don't have enough in this first chocolate bar. So that means I have to create a whole nother chocolate bar and break it back up into 3 parts so that I can shade an extra 1. So 4. So this is 4/3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and there's 3 parts in each one. All right, so this is how you draw out an improper fraction. So let's draw out another fraction. Let's draw out 12/5. All right, I know it's improper because my numerator is bigger than my denominator. So we're going to draw it out. I'm going to draw my chocolate bar. How many pieces are there? Great, 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they don't look that even. And how many has to be shaded though? Great, 12 has to be shaded. So I'm going to shade in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I realize, oh, I need another chocolate bar because I have to shade in 12. So I'm going to draw another chocolate bar with 5 pieces. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shaded. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then realize I still don't have enough shaded. So I have to draw another chocolate bar with 5 sections. So that's 10, 11, then 12. So now I can see that this is 12/5 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and then 5 pieces. All right. So let's look at this picture. I'm going to draw an improper fraction. And we're going to decide what is the improper fraction based on what I just drew out. So, we already can see how many parts there are. So we already can see what my denominator is, right? So what is my numerator? My numerator is how many is shaded. So how many are shaded? Great, 6 are shaded. And then how many pieces are there in each chocolate bar? So we're not adding up all the pieces, just the pieces in each chocolate bar because they have the same amount. Great, 4. So that means my improper fraction is 6/4. All right? All right, can you tell me what is this improper fraction? All right, I'm shading them in. All right, what is that improper fraction? Great job. So there are 4 shaded, so 4. And then there are 3 in each section, so 4/3. All right, so now we're going to look at a mixed number. So a mixed number is the same thing. It's like an improper fraction, but it has a whole number and it has a fraction. All right, so a mixed number and improper fraction, they go hand in hand. They're like the same thing. But the mixed number has a whole number and then it has a fraction. So you guys might have seen this before. So we're going to draw out a mixed number, okay? So a mixed number, we look and see again. We have to look and see what our denominator is so we know how many pieces there are. So what is our denominator? Great, 5. So I know that there are 5 pieces in the chocolate bar, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? All right, how many are shaded? All right, so I know that there's one whole shaded, right? So a whole chocolate bar, like it's eaten. So I know one whole is shaded. So there's one whole chocolate bar, and then there's 2/5. So then I have to draw another chocolate bar, break it up into 5 sections. Sorry, I didn't do another color. And shade in 2. So that means this is our mixed number, one whole and 2/5. One whole thing is shaded and then 2/5. So that's how you look at a mixed number. So let's look at this one, 2 and 3/4, right? So in order to figure out how to draw it, you look at your denominator and see how many sections there are. All right, so I know there's 4 pieces or 4 sections. So I draw my rectangle and I have 4 pieces. And then I have to look though. Let me go back some. So I know there's 4 pieces, right? How many holes though are there? How many whole pieces are there? There are 2 whole pieces. So that means I have to draw, this is one whole piece, right? One whole piece shaded. Now I have to draw another whole piece shaded because there's 2 whole pieces. Remember, they're broken into 4s. So now I have 2 whole pieces shaded. And then I have to draw 3/4. So then I draw another chocolate bar with 3/4 shaded. Ooh, that overlap. So this shows 1, 2 holes, and 3/4. Got it? So this is your mixed number. We're going to talk more about this later, though, in small groups as well. So let's just draw out a mixed number so that you guys can see. So we know what our denominator is now, right? And now I'm going to start shading in. So you can see how many holes am I shading in? 1 hole. How many holes is this now? Great, so 2 holes. So we have 2 holes, and what is this for last fraction? Great, 1/3. So 2 and 1/3 is our mixed number. All right, so now the mixed numbers and the improper fractions go hand in hand, you guys. It's the same thing. So you see how this is 2 and 1/3? Now let's change this into an improper fraction by looking at it. This is like the trick. It's like a magic trick, basically. So if you look at this, let's write this as an improper fraction. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually, we know our denominator is 3, right? Because there are 3 sections. Now let's count how many are shaded in all together. How many are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are shaded. Look at that. 7/3, 2 and 1/3. You see how I changed that mixed number to an improper fraction? You can look at the picture and see if you can see the mixed number and you can tell if it's an improper fraction. So let's look at this one. What is this mixed number? I think you already know the denominator. I'm gonna shade it green this time, you guys. All right. So what is this mixed number? How many holes do you have? Good, 1 hole. And what is this fraction that's left over? Great, 1/4, right? So 1 and 1/4 is the mixed number. There's your whole number, there's your fraction. Now let's convert this into an improper fraction. We know our denominator is how many parts there are in each chocolate bar. So how many parts are there? Great, there are 4 parts. Denominator always stays the same. And then how many are shaded all together? So improper fraction, you know you got to have a bigger number on top, right? So how many are shaded all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, 5. So 5/4. So this is the mixed number, and then that's the improper fraction. It goes hand in hand, you guys. All right, so we're going to talk more about this in small groups. You guys did amazing today with mixed numbers and improper fractions.